Gorlomi? Lo pronuncio correttamente?
Si, corretto.
The Honour Chevron for the Old Guard, or Ehrenwinkel de Ottenkämpfer. This special chevron worn on the right upper arm was a prestigious decoration, a marking of great seniority for a Nazi. The chevron meant you'd been affiliated with a National Socialist organization prior to the 30th of January 1933, when Hitler was sworn in as the Chancellor of Germany. This chevron made you part of the Old Guard. This chevron was given to members of National Socialist groups, such as the National Socialist Flyers Corps, the National Socialist Motor Corps. Here is an example of their distinct chevron, and of course the SA, and most notably the SS, as party members swelled their expanding ranks in the lead-up to the war. The chevron was further awarded to Austrians with ties to the Austrian National Socialist Workers' Party, after Austria was annexed by Germany. The chevron was presented by the Nazi Party itself, and not the military. The award was for political loyalty, and therefore had nothing to do with the armed forces, whose officers traditionally were apolitical and swore oaths to the constitution of the country, at least prior to August 20th, 1934, after which all civil servants and soldiers swore oaths to Hitler himself.
Do you hereby swear allegiance? We do!
Those who wore Old Guard chevrons were nicknamed Winkelträger, meaning brackets in German. This referred to the shape of the chevron, and also that Winkelträger were supporting the regime, just as a bracket supports a shelf. These men were deep-rooted Nazis, and not to be trusted with any viewpoints that went against Nazi ideology. Even high-ranking officers were careful with their opinions around such men. This was the mark of a true baddie, and it's no surprise this chevron was added to ruthless fictional Nazis, like Colonel Hans Landa.
Mi scusi, con me?
Gorlami.
Infamous SS members like Heinrich Himmler and Reinhard Heydrich wore honor chevrons for the Old Guard. Reinhard Heydrich joined the Nazi Party in June of 1931, joining the SS in July of the same year. His SS number was 10,120. Himmler's party status goes back much further to the early 1920s, with him joining the SS in 1925. As an SS Führer, his SS number was 168. The SS, initially part of the much larger SA, was conceived in 1923 for Hitler's personal protection, officially forming in 1925. The SS would become an elite organization. The SA stands for Sturmabteilung, literally translating to Storm Division or Storm Detachment, though often just called the Brown Shirts. SS stands for Schutzstaffel, meaning Protection Squad. It began as a small guard unit known as the Saalschutz, or Hall Security, made up of party volunteers to provide security for party meetings in Munich. It took its final Schutzstaffel name in 1925. The organization grew into one of the most powerful and evil organizations in Nazi Germany, known mostly for security, mass surveillance, state terrorism, and eventually having a military branch founded in 1933, known as the Waffen-ss, which grew to 900,000 men. The Honour Chevron for the Old Guard can be mistaken for an insignia worn on the upper left sleeve by Gefreite, regular enlisted soldiers who have earned distinction for their experience. The first rank of Gefreite began with a single chevron and added chevrons and/or stars based on experience. These chevrons are easy to distinguish from the Old Guard chevrons as they are worn on the left arm and have a fabric backing. These ranks allowed for extra responsibility and exemption from more menial duties.
War is a continuation of state policy.
By other means.
Though this can get confusing, there is a rare badge for SS members who had historic involvement serving in professional law enforcement roles. This badge is a single chevron with a star and worn on the right arm, just like the Honour Guard chevron. The chevron, either shaped as a V or inverted V, is one of the oldest symbols in human history and has been used by countless armies from classical to modern times. Most famously, the Spartans used a V on their shields, which represented lambda, which is the Greek letter L. This was used to indicate the city-state where the Spartans came from, and not their rank. Spartan hoplites were allowed to decorate their shields with any symbols or designs they liked.
But I digress. Where were we?
If you see a single V on the right arm of a Nazi, what you need to know is they are dedicated Nazis and have been for some time, and likely are very bad.
It seems that the Germans are bad. Very bad. You don't say.
All right, I'm Johnny. Thank you for watching. And remember, if anyone offers you a political loyalty badge, don't be a Winkelträger. Just say 9. Anyway, take care and have a nice rest of your day.